Welcome to Chi-Town Cigar Podcast, the podcast where three Chicago guys light up a fine cigar and get into everything from sports and current events to hobbies, life's little moments, and everything in between. Whether you're here for the cigars, the conversation, or just some good laughs, we got you covered. So grab your favorite smoke, settle in, and join us for laid-back chats with a Chicago twist. Now it's time to put some smoke in the air.
It's Tuesday night in the Windy City, and that means it's another episode of the Chi-Town Cigar Podcast. Glad you joined us live or listening later on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I'm Mike, coming to you live from the Aganorsa Studios in Central Illinois. Marty, what's going on, buddy? You ready for another episode?
I am ready. I'm just got back into town after my week-long trip to see the grandchildren in Portland. I spent a week with in my daughter's family, and they have 3 under 4.
Oh my gosh.
It was never a dull moment.
No, it's not. It's never a quiet moment either.
No.
Hey, Val, good to see you. TX, always good to see you. And we got somebody new. Couture? Good evening. Glad you joined us.
Yeah.
It's I'm doing that Saturday. I'm going down to St. Louis on Saturday for the day. It's a grandson's first birthday. I am jacked.
Yeah.
Jacked and
Awesome.
ready to go. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, he's from Boyd, Texas. Looks like TX is doing a little bit of recruiting down there. So yeah,
where's Boyd, Texas? Texas is a big place.
It is a big place. I just told my son, I said, because he's still up in the air about where they want to move to once he gets done with the Navy. And I said, Texas would be a really good choice. You could buy enough land down there that I could move down and live on the back 40. So he's like,
there you go.
He's waiting to see. He's
thinking a family compound.
Yes, absolutely. So, Teddy's jumping in. Oh, sorry, you hit it at the same time I did.
double clicked. Yeah, Teddy's not with us tonight. He's busy at work again tonight, unfortunately, but he's with us in spirit and in chat.
Yeah, he is.
Hello, Teddy.
Hello, Teddy. So before we get into the big news of the week, what are you smoking tonight, Marty? Are you smoking? Now that you're back from your whirlwind travels?
I am. Yeah, I only had a couple cigars while I was out there because there's just not. I don't want to smoke in front of the kids and stuff.
I hear you. What are you smoking?
But when I got back, waiting for me was this nice box of Redux.
Oh, you got them.
Caseta Cigar Dojo collab.
Nice.
And that is what I'm smoking tonight.
Very nice. What do you think so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I like on the downside of a cold too. So I don't know if my palate is fully back, but
yeah.
So I haven't had a cigar in a few days, and then the cold. So I don't know. And these are just fresh out of the box too.
Yeah. That's the joy of airplane travel. I always find that I get sick coming out of when I fly for some reason.
Yeah.
So TX is doing the Flor de la Antilles San Andreas. Oh my gosh.
Mike.
Too much bourbon already. San Andreas. Oh my God.
Flor de las Antilles San Andreas.
Yeah. I'm doing the Don Pepin FRH.
ERH.
Or ERH, sorry. My eyes have gone. That's hence why I wear the glasses.
I think it stands for like El Relo something. It was their cigar factory in Miami.
Yeah. Well, it's a good cigar. I really enjoy it.
Those cigars are made in Nicaragua, I think.
Nicaragua, yeah. So really, it's a good cigar. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But let's talk about the big news of the week. Come on. 9-3.
The week.
9-3. I know everybody else is probably poo-pooing us. Where's Val at? He's going to tell us another lucky win. Go ahead, Val.
He already said, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah.
The Bears won. We're starting to convert Val.
I know we are. He is gonna tell us that it's probably a lucky win. But come on, Val. We decisively beat the world champions. I don't care what you say. 200 yards on the ground is just, it's phenomenal. It's I'll steal Juan's saying every time now, but he was great. It was.
I think that game counted as a blowout. Like I wasn't sure. Like it was more of a blowout than any other game we've had.
Yes,
Like, we were definitely in control of that game. There was not. It was not a question. Well, it could have been a question because I could have seen us having the same thing happen that happened against the Bengals, but it didn't feel like that was going to happen, and it didn't.
David, that is a great cigar. The Amazon Basin Dagger and some Buffalo Trace. Wow, very nice.
Yeah, that's a nice little flavor bomb there.
Yeah. TX, that's one of my favorite dailies. There you go. The FDLA, very nice. So I just Sunday's going to be interesting. Sunday I might need some more blood pressure medication because this is this, even if the Bears don't win the Super Bowl, they don't make the Super Bowl, they don't go far in the playoffs, it's beating Green Bay. I mean, come on. We got to beat Green Bay.
They got to at least split with Green Bay. They've got like 2 games with them over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. So. But let's win game 1. Let's win Sunday's game. And then
it would be nice to win the game in Green Bay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they're still talking. They're talking about the guys on How About the Cigar were talking last night about the game. They were saying there's some snow forecasted up there in Green Bay.
Nice.
Which, I think that works in the Bears' favor. I know Green Bay's Green Bay, but the Bears have already had to deal with that once. So
and we got the running game for it now. So
yeah, we do.
Assuming they can keep that going.
Yeah, I can't think of the other guys. Who's the other running back?
Manungai.
And you've heard that little. It's come up on a couple different social media things because they're using the entrance to Lion King with him. So it's very interesting. So, here we go. We got some back and forth with TX. See if you can find the San Andreas TAA. Oh, nice. So, and then there was banter last night on How About the Cigar about Ben Wilson taking his shirt off. I don't care. I don't think that's getting close with your players. I think he did that to show that he's all about the team. He's all about the city of Chicago. And if somebody wants to give away free hot dogs if he takes off his shirt, that was a big win. So take that shirt off, enjoy it. Nobody wants to see him naked or with no shirt on, I guess. But at the same time,
I mean, it was a message to the city. He does the locker room speech and the good, better, best every week. So that's like his thing with the team to celebrate. But like Coop was the one saying that, and I don't think that like he holds the guys more accountable than any coach we've had since Ditka probably.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. No, I think that's a point of. I don't think he's trying to bond in a sense. I think he's bonded with his players and his players respect him. But I think it's a point of going, the city's behind us, and I want to keep the city behind us. As long as the city's behind us, we've got the momentum.
When the city starts doubting feeding the people of Chicago for Thanksgiving.
That's right. He's
a man of the people.
That's right. Black Friday. So I mean, hey, Saturday, everybody's out shopping and they hit the Wiener Circle to get their free hot dogs. So, but no,
it's great advertising for the Wiener Circle too. Talk about guerrilla marketing.
Oh my gosh.
How many places was that shown and people talking about free hot dogs? Yeah.
And even if you didn't, okay, I can't make it to the city on Saturday. You're gonna go, hey, next time we're down there, let's hit this place up. We know they support Chicago. We know they're Bears fans, so let's go hit this place up and support them. And which is the big thing. That's a mom and pop. I mean, we talk about brick and mortars here all the time, but that little hot dog stand is a mom and pop hot dog stand. So
what's your prediction for the rest of the season for the Bears? They got 5 games. Like only one team is like a down team. All the other teams they have to play have good records. So
I'm going to say 12 and what did that put them? 12-5.
They're going to win 3.
Win 3
and lose 2.
I think they're going to beat Green Bay Saturday or Sunday. The Browns then after that, right?
Yeah, I think
the Browns after that, which I think that's another win.
Then Green Bay again.
And I forget who. Then they got Detroit again.
So they got the last three are Green Bay, San Francisco, and Detroit. So
Yeah.
which one of those are they going to win? Then you've got to win those first two.
I
You're
would
gonna
like
have
to
them
see
go.
them. I'd like to see them beat Detroit. I don't care if they lost to Green Bay at home and if they lost to San Francisco. I'd like to see them beat Detroit because that makes the division a lot closer. You know, even if you turned around for some stupid reason, knock on wood, and lost to the Browns. Okay, Green Bay, and Detroit. Win those 3 games. Win
They
those 3 games.
split with Green Bay. I don't care which. I guess I'd rather see them win at home.
Yes. Yeah.
And then beat Detroit. I think
Yes.
that'll lock up first place.
I gotta believe Ben
assuming-
Johnson is going to go into that game with a lot of momentum. With a lot of momentum, going, guys. I don't care how the season. I don't care where we end up in the season, but we got to beat Detroit. We almost beat them. And that's the thing I was thinking the other day too. We almost beat Detroit before, you know, and then
the first game we did not. Like Detroit pounded them.
Yeah.
Like they destroyed us. That was like the second game.
I meant Detroit, or not Detroit. The Vikings. Sorry,
the Vikings. Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Val. I don't want to split. And hey, if we went 4-1 in these last 5 games, I'd take that as well. I'd take 2 wins over Green Bay, a win over the Browns, and a win over Detroit, and be very, very happy. I think Chicago would be ecstatic. You know, so but yeah, so
I'd take 2 wins and just make the playoffs. I'd be happy with that.
I think 2 wins are definitely doable. I think 2 wins are, but I just from our divisional standpoint, I want to see us beat Green Bay. I want to see us beat Detroit. You know.
And there's a good question. I got to watch. You know, the United flights have direct TV on them, so I hardly ever watch ESPN. So I was watching a lot of the ESPN shows in the morning. And one of the questions they asked was, okay, this was actually on Fox Sports 1.
Okay.
They said, what should you rather have? The Bears get the bye, or the Bears play an easier team in the first round? Like they need some playoff experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd want to get the win in the first round.
Yeah, but I would like to see them get a bye. I mean, as much as that, you know, I mean, look what they did coming off the last bye. You know, the last bye was, so you got to say they had an early bye, and I would love to see them get another bye. So, yes, I remember. You know, I hate to say it, Val, but I remember those days. Walter Payton and Matt Suey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting. Sunday will be like the Super Bowl for Bears fans. So you won't see a lot of people on the streets on Sunday. They'll be hunkered down and huddled on their TV and stuff like that. So,
well, it's cold and snowy, so there's not as much to do outside anyway.
Well, we definitely have beat our snowfall compared to last year. I think we beat it all in the last 3 days. So yeah, I was worried about this winter, and it's turning out to be just what I was afraid of, getting a lot of snow. So
I missed all that, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're lucky in that regard. So don't forget, if you're watching us live, hit the it doesn't come up on you. You have to do it this way. Will it come up this way? Why is it not? Our like and subscribe is not coming up for some reason. I don't know why. Weird.
Where is it?
It's on the media side. On the media side, but for some reason, I don't know. Who knows? But like and subscribe us on Facebook or on Facebook. Well, you like and subscribe on Facebook too, but like us and subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your friends. There you go. The little
that one shows.
Thing. Yeah, that one. But it's looking for that. I don't know. But yeah, share it to your timeline. Share it with your friends. We're looking to gain more viewers for no other reason, but just to enjoy what we're doing. There was Marty and I referred to it already. How about that cigar podcast? The last episode's next week, right? Next Monday's their last episode, the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last night was really a
We
good
still owe
episode.
them. We still owe them shots for the game.
If you saw that, my comment was on the screen at one point about our bet catapulted the Bears into a winning season. Um, but yeah, but they had a good show last night about Cigar Media and how it's going and stuff like that. So head over there. No, I had TX. That's it's a what? Hold on. Let's do something. Let's do something we've never done before here.
We're gonna harass Fireborn live
Yeah,
on the air.
let's see. Well, let's see if
Crank-
we can harass him
crank
live
calling?
on air. Let's see. Hold on a second here. We've never done this on air. Let's see if we can do this. Can you hear that?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Hey, we're out live on air right now, and we're concerned because nobody's heard from you or seen you in the last couple of days.
Oh, sorry.
We've never done this. We've never done a call live on air, so count yourself lucky.
Oh, goody. Another YouTube opportunity.
So we just want to make sure you're still alive and you're still feisty as ever and salty as ever.
Oh, hell yes. I drove all the way down to Yuma, Arizona with my parents last week. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I'm good and salty.
all right. TX was worried about you. I was worried about you. I thought, you know what? Let's do something we've never done before on our show. We're going to make a live phone call. So you're live on the air. Say hello to everybody, and then we'll let you go.
Hey, everybody. Keep it real.
All right. And have a good night. Bye. There you go. Episode 54. We got our first live call in. So I was actually, it's funny because I was thinking about that and I meant to text him yesterday and I forgot about it. So there you go, TX. We are a show of the people. When you want something, we will get you answers right away. So yeah. But yeah, so like us, subscribe, share it, hit like on the little asterisk up there. We're also on Rumble. We're also on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts now. So we got quite a few people coming from Apple Podcasts. So we're seeing that trend, people listening to us later. So, but what do you say we get into our show tonight? What do you think, Marty?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right. Tis the season. Tis the season. So it's what every cigar enthusiast gets asked at this time of the year. My daughter sent us a text this afternoon. What do you want for Christmas? So we thought, what the heck? We're going to put together our Christmas wish list. This is not what we want. I guess it's sort of what we want or what we think are good ideas for you to share with family, friends, coworkers. If your coworker will buy you cigar items, it's always nice. So we put together our wish list and we picked out some items at various price points because some people like TX or not TX, but Mr. Salty Fireborn's got some deep pockets, so maybe he'll listen to this podcast later and send me something off my wish list, or we can ask for
After calling him, you might get something else.
He's unsubscribing to us right now. That's it. I'm done with these guys. He's blocked my phone number and everything. So
They're stalking me now.
mm-hmm. It goes to show you, folks. Don't give me your phone number because you never know. I might just call you at some weird time. So yeah. So we put together our Christmas wish list. So here we go. And Marty, you're first up. And this is our lavish section.
What were the rules? You said I could have one box, one 5-pack, and then 3 other items.
Yeah, 3 other items. And so
of varying costs.
Yeah, varying costs. So obviously, we all know that when it comes to boxes, you can be pretty much all over the place. So I will tell you right now, if you want a Dunbarton Stillwell holiday year 2025, probably head over to Smoke Inn and pick those up because they're running their Saka Christmas special. So you get a little bit extra if you buy that. But go ahead, Marty, talk about your lavish item.
I haven't had this one yet, which is why it's on my list. But I've had the other holiday versions. Like that first version they did in 2021 or 2? 21, 22. They actually turned that into their regular core line, so it has a blue star on it now, like the rest of the Stillwell stars.
Mm-hmm.
They did one in 22, and then 23 was the same one from 22,
right?
And then, or maybe it's the other way. 23 was the same as 24, and this is 25. So 25 is a different Vitola.
Right. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Very. Yeah. I just got them today. I just got them. I just got a sample. I just got 2 of them today in the mail. I ordered them. I was curious to try them. They're resting because they were in the cold weather for a while. So I'm going to let them rest for a couple of days, and I'll crack one open and try it and see what I think about it. But yeah, I'm excited to try them.
These are always a nice treat. They're like you said, a little on the expensive side. I can't remember what I said the price on these were. Like $179 for a box of 13.
Which isn't a bad. That's not a bad price for a box of cigars. So
yeah.
You are absolutely correct. Dunbarton is always a great gift for any occasion, birthdays, anniversaries, just because.
Yeah, I've got a birthday coming up too, so
there you go. Marty's
hopefully Tracy's listening.
Yeah. If not, I did tell the fun size one. She said, "What's your show about tonight?" So I told her, I said, "So you might want to tune in and just sort of see if there's something that I threw on my list that might fall into the gift section this year." So we'll see what happens. This should not be a shock to anybody. The JFR 20th anniversary, the Super Toro. Yeah, this is. I have a box of these. I would gladly take another box of these without any hesitation. This is a good way to introduce somebody into the JFR line or into the Aganorsa line as well. I think these are great cigars. If you know the history behind this cigar, it's been well smoked. Let's just leave it at that. So $189 is a little bit pricey. But
you get 20 cigars with this.
You get 20. Yep, you get 20 cigars.
And they're big.
Yes. Super Toro.
Like the Super Toro is pretty big for a Toro.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really want the really big ones, they have those too.
Yeah. So I just think it's a great cigar. I think it's like I said, it's a great way to introduce somebody to the JFR. If you haven't smoked the JFR 20th, this is a good little gift to get, for somebody to give to you and say, "Hey, here you go," because you're going to get some enjoyment out of these. Everything I've seen has gotten great reviews for this cigar. It's running 99% on Dojo. I keep it going in that direction because I love it. I opened up the box the other day and I went, "Ooh, shoot, I'm down to like 6 of them." So I'm going to have to be getting those resupplied again. So, but you can't pass these up.
No. So, like Coulter says, solid smoke at a value price. This is the one I did my video cigar review on too.
Yeah, so we talked about that a little bit last week. Again, if you guys enjoyed that, let us know. We definitely are leaning towards maybe doing more video reviews than written reviews, just because I don't think I hate to say people aren't reading anymore, but it just seems like people aren't spending the time to sit and read something as much as if they can pop it onto YouTube and see it for 5 to 7 minutes. It's okay. I can sort of get an idea of what this is. So we're looking at that possibly being the direction to go for this cigar, or for this section of our our show and of our channel is
Yeah,
putting it
maybe a
on there.
mix of written ones and video ones and short ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And possibly we might even possibly do a couple of them live, not live, but I mean we'll definitely smoke a couple different cigars online as we're talking and sort of go through them a little bit more in depth. But yeah, so I love the Mexican San Andreas wrapper for the JFR. I that's probably one of my favorite wrappers right now. So again, I would highly recommend this as a possible item to pass on to family or friends for Christmas. Teddy has thrown in there something very good, and it's a humidor, the cooler types. This holds 250 cigars at 189 bucks. 250 cigars is a push. I think it's more probably like what 200. Don't they normally say you're supposed to take about 50 off of what they tell you, because they're talking about loose cigars and
Yeah. Like if you
so-
keep them in the boxes, you're not going to fit as many in the and this one I have one kind of like this one sitting
Okay.
right down to my left here that I don't plug in because I leave it I'm in the basement, so I don't really need it to be. I don't need the fan running on them, and it seals up nice. If you're in a pretty constant temperature, then you don't even need to plug it in. You can use it like a regular coolador.
Yeah. I have one not like this. Mine's a little bit bigger. But yeah, same thing. I have it in a spare bedroom that stays pretty cool all the time. So I don't plug it in. I keep the Bovita packs and it's I don't know about your experience with them, but it seems like it doesn't go through Bovita packs as quickly as other things do. And I'm not sure if it's just because of the way it's constructed and the seal of it, but yeah, I definitely enjoy mine. My only thing with this is if you think 200 is good, you don't want this one then. Go bigger. Go bigger.
Yeah.
You don't want to get this and go, oh, hey, I can put 200 cigars in there, and all of a sudden you go, holy cow, I filled it up as soon as it got here. Now I need another one.
Get
So
something like the size of a wine cooler.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll give Facebook a marketplace a boost and look at those. Yeah, because you can find the wine adors on Facebook Marketplace and some of these other places. People don't want them anymore. They work just fine, but they don't want them anymore. If you don't care about the fan, pick one up. I know that Bob the Cigar Guy picked up a tower, so a huge one, for like $100. For like $100, and I don't think the fans worked in it, but what do you care? You could throw an Oasis in there, and you've got the fan going. If you want a fan in it, you get to throw the Oasis in there for, I think they're probably about $80 to $100, sometimes a little bit more, depending upon what size you want. And you've got it going right there, and you just picked up a $5,000 tower humidor for $100, and okay, you throw in a $200 cigar Oasis, and you're still way ahead of the game. And if you don't need one, you don't need one. But and those are
So
nice.
would it be a faux pas to buy something off of Facebook Marketplace and give it as a gift? Like it wouldn't bother me if you bought me a gift, Mike, and got me something from Facebook, that wouldn't bother me. But if I was like giving it to my brother or something, maybe I wouldn't. I'd want to get something new.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the point of you got to know your buyer, or you got to know the person you're giving it to.
Right.
Because I think a lot of people would go, if you can get me if you can get me a tower humidor that holds 1,000 cigars, and you can get it for $100, bring it my way.
I don't
Now,
care.
if you get somebody that goes,
yeah, I don't mind if it's used.
yeah. And now if you get somebody going, oh, I really wanted a brand new one. Okay, well, then you're gonna get the $250 cigar cooler at $189.
If you're not gonna plug it in, you don't even really care if it's used or not, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I look at Facebook Marketplace probably 2 to 3 times a week because I'm always curious. You know, if I can pick up one of those tower coolers, shoot, I'll pick one up in a heartbeat. At $100, yeah, without a doubt. Um,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, I agree. If you spent time and look at something and see it and go, oh, I think Mike would like this. Guess what? You were thinking about me. And if you picked it up used, so be it. I don't care. You know, I don't want used socks or used underwear, but you know, if you're gonna pick me up a used Coolador, I'll take it.
Back to the previous one, he says
Yes.
the Black Star line. Yeah, 1923 Rosewood. That's one of my favorites as well.
That is a great. I saw that comment. I was going to put it up there, but yeah, that is a great cigar. The Rosewood. Eric was on our show. Yeah, you nailed it on that one. I wouldn't turn that away either. If somebody wanted to give me a box of that, I'd happily take it from them. So, all right. So we jumped out of our lavish section and let's get into our pricey section, which is, I think this is funny that you put this in there, but go ahead.
Yeah, so this wouldn't be a gift for me because I already have the the real.
Oh, the real deal.
The real
Nice.
deal. But the Cigar Medic one is I wouldn't say cheap down because it's the same material. I think it doesn't have the Cerakote coating on it, and it doesn't have the Dunbarton symbol.
Logo. Yeah.
But the mechanics of it are the same, and it's a sweet cutter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that Dunbarton logo is definitely worth $100 on it. I'm not knocking Steve. I'm not knocking him whatsoever.
But the nice thing about these are you can replace the blade.
How easy is it to replace that? Have you had to replace it yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just held in by 2 screws. So
yeah,
as long as you're good with a screwdriver, they sell the blades for, I forget, $15 a blade.
So there's no
like a three pack of blades for $45 or something.
So there's no guarantee on this. I mean, like Cigar's got the lifetime warranty on theirs. So this is basically, hey, you can buy. There's
not really anything that can break. Like the only thing is gonna, I suppose there's some kind of spring function in here, but I think it's built into the blade, the spring function.
Okay.
So, as long as you can replace that blade and you don't mind it, like depending on how well you take care of it, you just throw it in your pocket. It's probably going to get dinged up a little bit.
Yeah. We will have a show when Marty's ready to change the blade. We will have a show. We'll have a how-to show, and Marty can show us. We'll open it up and take a look and see Marty changing that blade.
Yeah, I've been using this for at least 6 months. It was like my exclusive cutter, pretty much, and it's still pretty sharp.
TX is going back. TX wants a box of the Padron 26 80th Maduro.
Wow. How much does that cost? That sounds expensive.
It does sound expensive.
But that sounds like a really nice gift.
I'm assuming you're talking about the Rosewood as your top 10. I think you're definitely in the. I think that's a good choice. That's a good choice. So, yeah. So that, I mean, I saw that on there. I thought it was funny because I knew you have the Saka guillotine, or the guillotine de Saka, whatever he calls that. I think Cigar Medics did a good job with doing it. It looks sharp. It definitely looks sharp. So, here we go. I've always had superb customer service from Cigar Medics. I doubt if you have a problem with the cutter that you would be left out with. Oh, cool. I haven't. Yeah. There's a couple things I'm looking at with Cigar Medics. Do you have the baller? Not you, Marty. Couture. I'm just wondering if you have the baller cutter, because Bob has it. Bob the cigar guy has it. He says it really works pretty well, and that the way that thing's set up, you can make the cut a little bit bigger. So it should last 3 to 5 years, but Marty's had it 6 months and hasn't changed the blade yet. So yeah, I know Socket said they're super. I know he said they're made of whatever type of steel, and they're
super stainless steel surgical blade, so it shouldn't dull very fast.
No baller yet, but I've used one and it's nice for bigger ring gauges. Okay. Okay. I'm interested. That one's got my interest in it.
Wayne
Really.
has one of those, I think.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. So okay. All right.
Yeah, so if you know someone who has one of these, already a good gift would be the replacement blades.
There you go. There you go. That's always nice. Yeah, the replacement base, $45. There you go. So, all right. I jumped into something. I've been looking at these, and so um, I have a Pelican case for my travel door. But I was looking at these because these hold I think it's 5 or 6 cigars. I had another picture with the case open. I didn't use that one. Sort of like the look of it. I like the soft leather. I like the idea of having a leather carrying case for my cigars. Everything fits nicely in there. This is the lighter section above the cutter, and then these two I think are, I don't know what, I never knew what those pouches are for. It's
One for a cutter, probably. Got to be
Yeah.
one for a lighter.
Lighter.
What else could you want to carry?
Matches. I think matches, but
Matches, maybe. Yeah, maybe could have
So-
put a flask in there.
oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will say something. So again, being the man of podcasts, I listened to a podcast last week, Cigars Daily, had Steve Saka on it. And I will reference that again in a couple minutes. But he talked about cedar spills and lighting cigars with cedar spills. And he said something very interesting that I did not know.
When you
I
say
don't know.
he, was it Sacco saying this, or
Saka was saying it, yeah. Cigar arborist was at the show, was watching the show with me. He's not on the podcast tonight. But Steve was saying that the Spanish cedar spills are carcinogenic. He goes, when you light those up, he goes, they're carcinogenic. He goes, so he never uses cedars. He goes, he knows some other ones, some are very good, and he goes, he's not poo-pooing on the cedar spills world. He goes, but some of those are carcinogenic. He goes, so you really don't want to use that when lighting your cigar. So I did not know that. I thought it was very interesting. So, yeah. He borrows his friends at the lounge every time. Oh, okay.
the
Pelican
baller?
1492 laptop case for my travel door. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, those Pelican cases are super nice.
Yeah, they are. I love mine. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I mean, at times when I travel to a friend's house or something like that, I feel like I'm a cigar snob when I walk in with my Pelican case with.
I've got the knockoff Pelican case from Harbor Freight
Yes.
that I
Okay.
use.
Yeah.
Apache, I think, brand.
Yeah, I don't even know what brand this is. But I always feel weird walking into a friend's house with this. I mean, if we're going to a herf or something like that, and I don't know what I want to smoke, I don't have a problem loading it up. But at times, I'm like, if I want to bring 4 or 5 cigars, I've got to bring that whole thing and just put 4 or 5 cigars in it. So I just look at
you get the little 4 or 5 cigar ones.
Yes, and that's why I just thought this would be nice. The little leather one would be nice. So
That's pretty fancy too.
it is, and you can get it personalized as well.
Yeah.
Get your dojo handle on there, whatever your YouTube logo or whatever your YouTube handle, whatever you want on it. So, or just get your name on it. So there you go. So that's our personalized leather travel humidor in the pricey section. And Teddy has on there an advent calendar. So I did some checking last night as I was putting this together. Smokin's advent calendar, it's done. It's gone. It's sold out. Done. The Hanukkah one is available, but the advent calendar is gone, out of stock. So I think it's good.
Have you heard anything about what's in the Hanukkah box?
I have not.
I've gotten that the last 2 years.
I picked it up last year on your recommendation. I was very happy with it. I smoked all of them but one. One remains tucked in that top shelf of my coolador.
The Anarchy, right?
Yes, yeah, the Anarchy sits there. Yeah,
I still have the Anarchy.
Yeah.
I'm saving as well.
Kutcher, you're absolutely right. He died, and I haven't. I've been on the Socialite Facebook group. I haven't seen anybody post it yet. So I would imagine. Well, today's the 2nd, so I didn't see anybody post anything yesterday. So maybe today But yeah, it's always interesting. Some people will be very cautious, which I appreciate that, of not telling everybody what they got, because some people like to smoke it each day. I bought
I-
it. Go ahead.
So when you get one, like every time I've gotten the Hanukkah box, I've just opened it and looked what's in each one.
I got,
because
yeah.
I don't have space for the box in my humidor, so I
but
take
you
them
don't
out.
need it because it's
It
humidified.
is.
It
Yeah,
is.
you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm
I
also
bought,
impatient and don't
yeah,
like surprises.
I bought the advent calendar 2 years ago, and had it sitting in the spare bedroom, and found myself. I'm like, okay, each day I'm going to smoke one. Well, all of a sudden, it got to the point that I was like 3 or 4 days behind, and I'm like, okay, well, and so I skipped them, and okay, I'm going to take this one out. But it was a lot of fun. I got to admit, it was a lot of fun to open up each door and see what was in there. And then when we got to the 25th, I was blown away because it was a unicorn. It was a Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust unicorn, and I was like, holy cow! I didn't expect that. So I was a little bit slow on the draw last night when I was looking at this and putting everything together. I'm like, oh, I should see, and I looked and I'm like, wow, they're gone. And I want to say he does 300 or 400. We can ask him because next week on our show, Abe DeBabna will be here joining us live. So we can always ask him how many he makes of that. It'll be a great show. If you guys want, Abe is a former Chicagoan. 26 years he lived here. So he'll be on our show. We are going to dive into, it could be a 2-hour show. It very easily could be a 2-hour show. We've got a lot of questions for Abe. He's a great guy. I watch KMA pretty much every week. Sometimes I catch it live. Sometimes I listen to it later. I've delved back into episode. I went all the way back to the first episode. So it's been fun listening to some of the older episodes and stuff like that. So that'll be a lot of fun next week with him. But we'll ask him some of those questions. So TX,
He said he's doing some kind of giveaway.
he did say that to us.
Did
Yeah.
he not?
Yes, he did.
So be sure you're here.
Yeah. And if not, and I can tell you this much too. Next week, we will be doing, the Chi-Town guys will be doing a giveaway as well. Marty, you know what that is. We got that in the mail a couple weeks ago. So TX says SI's Smokin's Advent day 1 was a McAuliffe Purple. Nice. And day 2 was the San Lotano Connecticut. Oh, that's all right. So your job for the next 25 days is to report back to us each month of what has been going on for the last week. So that's nice to open up a day 1 of McAuliffe Purple. Wow.
Yeah, good start.
Yeah, it's a good start. It's a very good start. So yeah, so Teddy's idea was an advent calendar. The Oliva holiday calendar is still available, $169.99. You know what you're getting there because it's a brand. Now Tatuaje for 2 years ran their calendar and then they stopped, which I was shocked, absolutely stunned that Pete stopped it.
I think there were a lot that didn't sell. I don't know.
They're still available.
People were still, yeah.
Yeah, they're still available. So maybe one day, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod, when we have Pete Johnson on our show, we can ask him about, does he ever think about relaunching the advent calendar?
Retailers might be less excited to buy them if they're not selling.
Yeah. Hey, Sammy Flo. Yeah, I think the point, and I don't know, it'd be interesting to ask Pete how many advent calendars he made. Did he overshoot it? Because Abe has created a niche. First of all, with his boxing is unbelievable. But at the same point, if he's only making, let's say, 300 of them, and he sells out, people are going, "Oh, damn, I missed out on it." And so we get to live vicariously through TX and find out what we missed.
Right.
But then there's this buildup of, okay, next year I'm going to be on the spot. I'm going to be ready to go. And when that releases, I'm buying it. So, kudos to Abe. He's a marketing genius.
Always some good value there.
Yes. Yeah. So that's So that's Teddy's.
2 years ago in the Hanukkah box, he put in the TGS Opus X as the last cigar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Ace Boxing and selection of cigars is a winner worth the buy. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sammy. You are 100% correct. Yeah, I was slow. I was slow on the draw. And last night when I saw it was sold out, I sort of just shook my head and said, okay, I blew it. Because I would have, if it was available, I would have gone to the fun size one and said, here's what I want. Here's what I want for Christmas. Let's order it now. And that's what I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I said, this is what I want for Christmas. And she's like, okay, buy it. And I did. So, so Couture had that one. Yeah, he doesn't miss. He doesn't put up bad stuff. So
I still haven't smoked the Opus. Like
I still have it.
I still have it.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
aging.
Nice.
I should smoke it.
Yeah.
Maybe this year.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our practical side of things. Last minute change. Last minute change. Marty, go ahead.
Yeah. So the first thing I put on here was actually like butane, just like a 3-pack of nice butane, either Calibri or who are the good butane, Visol or is it Visol? Yeah. Or there's another one too that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, Vector.
Yeah.
Vector's got it, yeah.
Yeah, so a really nice filtered butane. You can always use those. It's a good thing. I don't necessarily need another lighter because I've got 20 of them or more. And they wear out, but the butane wears out, but you need more of that.
Yep.
But a nice thing that I wish I had, I'm actually using like a Phillips head screwdriver as my bleeder right now. Would be one of these nice bleeder tools.
Yep.
I know people have those and like them.
Yeah, this is a nice one too. I mean, this is Cigar Prop. This is over. I said it before the show started. What's his name again?
Kevin
Sheehan. This is his. This is the one that he makes. And yeah, this is great. This fits on the keyring. I am constantly. Matter of fact, I've moved the cigar lounge into the house due to the winter. I've got 2 heaters going in this garage right now, and I'm like, holy cow. But I left my bleeder tool in the garage. So at one point, I'm like, okay, through this snowstorm on Saturday, I'm like, I can go out to the garage and get my bleeder tool because my lighter is out. So I wanted to bleed it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to have one that fits right on the keychain and you have it with you at all times. So, Sammy, that's a good point. Sammy says Tatuaje with the Halloween and then Christmas. Stuck the Halloween. Yeah, and you're
also
probably absolutely right.
Right around the time the Saints and Sinners box comes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just, I just was curious, So, and Couture says he's got two from Cigar Pop.
Who were we having the conversation with at the HERF when we were talking about bleeding the lighters? And that person never bleeds their lighter, and we're like, how does it even work? Like,
yeah,
eventually you run out of space for butane if you don't bleed the pressure out of it.
Yeah, I forget who it was, and it's funny because you can definitely see. You can probably, some guys bleed every time. Once it goes down, they're gonna bleed it, and then they refill it. I probably do it every other time. I
bleed it every time before I fill it.
I definitely know on the second fill that I'm losing a lot of capacity. But yeah, so yeah, you definitely need one.
And I'm using a screwdriver, so I don't really want to damage my lighter by doing that.
Yeah.
Got to be super careful about
There you go. Sammy tells you he don't bleed his lighters.
He doesn't bleed his lighters.
There you
go. What happens? Don't they eventually run out of space? Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question. Sammy, we'll wait for your answer. So yeah, so Marty's putting the bleeder tool on there. I did go with a butane torch. And again,
it kind of looks like a fire extinguisher.
It does. Back to my reference last week. I bought this the other day because I knew when I said this, not that we carry a lot of weight in the cigar world. We have 10 viewers right now, so but this is the lighter that Steve Saka uses. Steve Saka said on Cigars Daily, this is the one he uses, the Blazer PB207 CR. He said he carries it with himself all the time in his pocket. He's got it. He loves it. He uses it. So this is endorsed by Steve Saka. Don't take the chain off of it because you need that cap on there because if that thing lights in your pocket, you're getting some burns. And it can accidentally ignite. If you lean up against something and you hit that button, you've ignited that thing. And there is a locking mechanism on the lighter on
the cap.
on the whatever you call it, the push button thing. You can lock it. So if you want to do some soldering or something like that, you can.
Lock it on.
Yeah, lock it on.
You
Yeah,
could solder with this tool.
yeah. See, side panel locking switch to lock the flame on for ease of use. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever want to lock it on, but like I said, if you want to solder something, you've got the ability to do so with this one.
You can like sweat pipes with it and stuff.
Yeah,
Do a little plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sammy says I actually filled them little by little, fills right up, no issues. So there you go. So he's
All right.
flipping you the bird. Before I bleed tool, I used the butane nozzle to pop the valve and bleed, but it was a waste more than butane than bleeding tool. So, and Val says it sounds like it has. It absolutely is. Listen, for cigar enthusiasts, we have a lot of hazards. I remember I was at a party a couple years ago and went to light my cigar. It was pitch black out. We were sitting by a bonfire, and I went to light my cigar, and the lighter was upside down, and I burnt the shit out of my hand. I was
was that the pen-shaped one out of the Drew Estate?
This one?
Oh, it looks like that. Drew Estate had one in one of their freestyle boxes, like a pen-shaped one. It was dark, and I had it upside down in my hand and lit it, and was like, "Ouch!"
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah,
it was
almost burned myself.
It was a very strange lighter. I actually have retired it since then because it was reversed. So instead of going down to light it, you went up. So when it came out of my pocket, natural instinct was to go down, and when it went down, that's when it burnt my finger. But yeah, so like I said, I since have retired that lighter from my my rotation and said nope, not anymore. So, but yeah, I mean, Saka made some good points on. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Saka made some good points a couple weeks ago on that podcast because I think people do spend a lot of money on butane lighters, and they get frustrated because of them going out or they stop working. And like he said, he goes the average lifespan of a butane lighter is probably 2 years. He goes that those ports can't maintain that heat very long. Eventually, they will burn themselves out. So people get frustrated because they've had a lighter for 18 months and now it stopped working. Well, that's just the nature of the lighter. So I'm very cautious with spending too much on a lighter. The Colibris are beautiful lighters, and if you're going to have that in your cigar lounge or your home lounge and you're going to use it every once in a while, it's a great lighter. But an everyday one, you better realize that you're probably going to go through it pretty fast. I will say, Sammy's still here, I believe. I don't have it with me. The pistol lighter that 10 of us won on Bob the Cigar Guy about a couple years ago, that thing has been keeping up like a son of a gun. I use that thing every day, and I have no issues with it. And it was a freebie. It's the best kind. It was like, holy cow! And the guys at who does all the lighters? Who does all the branded lighters and branded material? I can't think of it. Michael Giannini and somebody else. I can't think of the name of it. Sammy, if you're still on, tell me the name. I can't think of them. But they were on the show. There was only 10 of us watching, and yes, and he's like, okay, we're gonna give a lighter away. So they gave the lighter away, And the person that won it, he goes, okay, you got 5 seconds to answer this question. Should we give a lighter away? Paleo, that's it. The paleo lighter. Thank you, Sammy. He goes, five seconds to answer the question. Should we give a lighter away to everybody on the show right now, or do you want just this lighter by yourself? And he's like, no, give everybody a lighter. So they branded 10 lighters just for those people watching the show. So it pays to sit and watch Bob the Cigar Guy on Thursday nights at 7:15 Chicago time. It's 8:15 or 8:15 South Carolina time or East Coast time, and whatever you're on the West.
Chief Talks, yeah.
Chief Talks, yeah. Not to say that we're not good to watch. Next week we're giving something away. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we'll drag everybody in to watch the show.
And Mike, you said we only had 10 viewers, but we have the 10 best viewers.
We do have the when I said only 10, but yeah,
quality
10,
over quantity.
Yes, absolutely. We couldn't be happier. So that's my practical item, and Teddy's practical item. This is a very good choice. It's a very good choice. Little pricey, but it's very practical. It's the cigar tool, the draw tool, the cigar punch, and the nubber. The nubber. Do you nub cigars?
Not so much, but I do use the draw tool when I nub them.
Yes.
I have one of those draw tools from I forget the brand of this.
TX says he has a ransom torch that he's used for 10 years. That's awesome. So do people, I'm curious, I shouldn't say when I first, probably a couple years ago, I was trying to nub cigars like a son of a gun. I don't know why, but I was. It was like this desire. But do people, I shouldn't say that. How do you feel about nubbing cigars?
People nub a lot of cigars. Like if you ever go to the nub group on Dojo, like they get at least 20 or more a day pictures of people nubbing their cigars.
Yeah. Do you enjoy that? I mean, have you?
If it's a good cigar and I'm enjoying it and I've just got a little bit more of something to watch or something, then I'll nub it. Sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is a nub tool. If you want a nub tool, that's there. I've seen people use corn on the cob picks for their nub tool.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah. I use man, my eyes are getting bad. I thought he said I use a rubber. I'm like, what? I use a nubber with the cigar, and the cigar's worth it, and smoking's still great. So yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. And then 5 to 10% of the time tops though. Yeah, I haven't gotten, like I said, for a while I was nubbing them, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to smoke this thing down as far as I can. And now I get to the last quarter inch or something or inch, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
The nice thing about the corn cob holder is it'll keep it from, and this one has it too. Like it's got 2 prongs, so it keeps it from twisting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Val, there's nothing wrong with being practical, bro. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? So yeah, the cigar, the draw tool, you seem to have a lot of cigars that you use the draw tool on. When I say a lot, I meant you've got a collection of stems, I think, correct?
I do have I don't have it where I can grab it, but yeah, I've had some fairly large stems. I went through a period where I was getting more, and it seems to have settled down now because I haven't had as much draw problems.
Yes. Sammy says he has one at home. He kicks himself when he's traveling because he doesn't have it. He's got an amazing cigar. Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's back to my thing. Let's see where we're at. You can put a nub tool in here, and you can put your draw tool in here as well. So
yeah,
it's a nice thing when traveling is to have that case. I know in my travel humidor, I've got a couple pouches that I keep my purging tool in there. I keep the draw tool in there, so it's always nice to have those with you, versus kicking yourself going, damn it, I wish I had that right now. So but yes, that's a good idea from Teddy. I like that one.
Yep.
it's a stocking stuffer, as we like to say in our household. So, all right, and let's go over to our budget items. So this is a fun one, Marty. Go ahead.
Yeah, so these cigar holders that you can clip to your golf cart, or you can use them while you're in your boat, while you're fishing, or even on your lawnmower, probably. I don't have a riding lawnmower, but you could clip it on there.
It's funny because the advertisement for this said backpacks, yachts, motorcycles, living rooms, and kitchens.
There you
Well,
go.
Listen, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're smoking a cigar and you're going to clip it to your backpack, we got to do some talking here.
It actually said yacht.
It did say yacht, and this is verbatim. This is literally verbatim. I took it right off the website. And again, if I have a yacht, I don't think I'm putting a plastic cigar holder on my
No,
yacht.
neon orange cigar holder. Bring that on your yacht with you.
You can clip it to your baseball cap. That's probably much better than your yacht or your motorcycle. If you're clipping this to your motorcycle while you're riding your motorcycle, you might as well just throw the cigar out, because by the time you go to grab that sucker again, it's going to be wind torn. So, but yeah, it's a fun one. And then you were saying something about golf balls.
Yeah, so these are pretty cheap, but they're for golfing. So I always tell people, if they don't know what to get me, just get me a box of golf balls.
There you go.
I go through those fairly quickly because I'm not a good golfer.
That's why I gave up golfing. That's why I gave it up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not a good golfer, and I'm tired of donating my golf balls to the golf course or to the neighbors.
Can never have enough golf balls.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yes, that's a good little budget item. I think it's a budget item. It's a little bit pricier, but food storage container. There's your Tupperware right there. Something a decent size, locks on all four sides. Don't get the cheap ones that just press on and they don't lock on the side. You want to make sure you have something that is airtight, a good airtight food storage container.
Got to have the rubber seal in the lid.
Yes. Yep. And you can see this one does.
They sell them as waterproof containers.
Yeah. So this is the next best thing to a coolador or your stand-up electric humidors. I have 3 of these, and it's nice because I have one for infused cigars. I have one for my everyday. I know I'm going to grab. I know I'm going into this thing every day. When I was smoking in the mobile lounge, I had them in there, and that way you're not opening up your humidor every time to grab one out. You can grab it out of here. And then I have one for cigars that I'm resting. So I go, okay, hey, I'm gonna rest these for a couple of days. So it's nice to have
the cedar trays that fit in them.
Yeah. And it's nice, you throw a Boveda pack in there and you ain't get nothing to worry about. Those things will keep in there. Those Boveda packs will stay in there for months.
Just keep it out of the sun if you're using one of those clear ones.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so definitely, I think it's and people ask, if you watch certain websites, starts with an A, you can find these on sale. They tend to go on sale after the first of the year because people start their New Year's resolutions and want to start thanks, Sammy. Have a good night, brother. People like to start their diets and stuff like that. So these things tend to go on sale, and you can pick up 3 of these. Sometimes you can pick up 3 of these for like $25, $30. So, so that is my budget wish list, which is always.
I use the large version of those that I get them at Menards.
Yeah.
Like you can get large sizes and fit, 10 or 15 boxes in there or more.
Yep. I like the husky red black coats, rugged, have a good manly look to them. Yes. I don't carry these with me, so I don't worry about it. But yeah, that's an awesome idea as well. So, and then Teddy comes in with, you can't go wrong with these. You literally can't go wrong with these. If you ask people, if 3 or 4 people got you Boveda pack, you're set for the year, and they're gonna last. You go through one every, I don't know, 3 months roughly. So depending upon how many humidors and cooladors and tuppidors you have, a 10-pack could get you through the first part of the year, and you get another 10-pack for the second part of the year. So
This has got to be the small size, though. You want to get like the 8-ounce size.
yeah,
These look like the small ones that usually come with the cigars for
they could be.
$15.
Yeah, I didn't really look. I just grabbed the picture I could grab. So, but again, like I said, you can even pick these up. If you're sending people care packages, you don't want to use the B word on YouTube, but if you want to send people care packages, these are always good to have. And then, yeah, you get the bigger ones, the what did you say, 8 ounces?
Yeah, they sell 8 and 32 ounces.
Yeah. So it's a great
These
choice.
one pack per 2 sticks.
Is that what they say?
That's kind of what it says there in the little text there.
Oh yeah, 1 pack per 5 sticks. 1 pack per 5 sticks.
5
that
sticks.
Seems like that seems high.
That's the small one, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, and I bet you probably could get away with 1 pack for 10 sticks. I don't think, most
in my
of
like 32-gallon containers, I put like maybe 6 packs in there, 6 8-ounce packs.
Yeah. So. So here we go. So I called this one our something new wish list. So this is something that this is a great way to try something different that you might not have tried before. Or your coworker or whatever is like, hey, what can I get you? You don't want them to go and try to pick you out 4 or 5 cigars. So, hey, go pick me up one of these fresh packs. So,
yeah,
good choice, Marty.
The sampler ones are the variety. So if they don't know what you like, you get a good variety in there, and you like a few of them anyway.
Yes.
And if they're Aganorsa, you'll like them all.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is nice too, because this is a La Valedición fresh pack. So you're getting a sampler in there. You're getting 5 different or 4 different cigars. 4 different cigars in there, which is 4 different cigars at $36. You're less than $10 a stick. So, and those are the nice thing with these is they're humidified. So you don't have to worry about it. You can, open it up, close it back up. You can just throw that on your dresser or wherever, and you ain't got to worry about trying to fit that in. So yeah, I love fresh packs. I love fresh packs. So yeah, that's Marty's. I picked up a fresh pack as well. The Tatuaje Red Toro fresh pack, and this you can get 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them for $33.99. So again, if you want to expose somebody to the cigar industry, you want to expose them to the cigar lifestyle, a fresh pack is a great way to go. If you want something different, you can go on to so many different websites and just search fresh pack and come up with something. And if you've never tried them, hey, this is a great one to try. Let me check this one out. Hey, I really like the Aganorsa. I really like Tatuaje. Here, just get me this. I know I like all these cigars. You ain't got to worry about it. Oh, okay, great. And that makes it easy. And they feel like they're giving you something more than, and you can tell them what a deal it is. I'm getting 5 cigars for $33. Oh, that's fantastic. These are normally $10 cigars or $12 cigars. And they'll feel like they're giving you something more.
Right.
Than that. So, and Teddy's, I threw in there the K by Karen Berger. Again, 4 cigar fresh pack, 4 different Karen Bergers. Again, something different, something that you might not have tried before. A lot of the good brands do have fresh packs. There is
Perdomo makes fresh packs. Aganorsa.
Yeah.
Never seen a Dunbarton fresh pack.
No, I've never seen that. But yeah, you can definitely pick up a fresh pack. Have a friend pick up a fresh pack. And most of your good cigar lounges, brick and mortars, have fresh packs. They probably try to shy away from them because you can see you're getting a 4 cigar fresh pack at $29.70 or a 5 at $33. They feel like they're losing some money on that because they really can't regulate those cigars individually. But it's a good way to get into the the world of cigars. If you want to expose somebody to it, or if you, like I said, if you want to get a group yourself, you know what you're getting. So
All right.
that is our wish list for 2025. We're gonna take a quick break here. We'll come back with the funner stuff, the fun stuff for the show.
The regular segments.
The regular segments, our good segments. All right.
Step into luxury at Ultimate Cigar Lounge, where passion meets perfection. Discover a world of premium cigars, hand-selected from the finest tobacco regions. From bold beginners to seasoned aficionados, our curated collection delights every palate. Grab a cigar from our amazing selection, pair it with freshly brewed coffee or fine spirits, and sit back and relax in an atmosphere of elegance and warmth. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, your haven for unforgettable moments. Visit us today and ignite your senses. Ultimate Cigar Lounge, located in Villa Park, Illinois. Open day. Looking for the ultimate eyewear experience in Chicagoland? Discover Eyewear Fix, your premier eyewear store for over 28 years. From sunglasses to sports glasses to safety gear, we've got it all at every price point. Bring your prescription, and we'll handle the rest. Our appointment-only office offers a private, concierge-style experience tailored to your busy schedule. Call or text Chris at 630-853-4167 to book your visit and see why Eyewear Fix surpasses expectations. Eyewear Fix, where style meets precision. Get your fix today.
Starting our advertising early. We'll give an extra month.
Sure.
Just to remind everybody, yes, starting in 2026 or starting now, we are sponsored by Aganorsa Leaf. We are grateful to Terrence and to Fabian and to everybody over there at Aganorsa Leaf to take a risk and sponsor a small-time cigar show, episode 54. So if you get a chance, pick yourself up some Aganorsa cigars, the JFR 20, the Aganorsa 25th anniversary, some Guardian of the Farms. Try them all out. Enjoy them. Let us know. Validate today. Marty, what we got going on in the news, buddy?
Well,
I guess we could play the news with Teddy. Yeah, hold on.
Even though
3, 2, 1.
And now, CTCP presents This Week in Cigar News with Teddy the Greek.
I guess we'll call you Marty. We could call you Marty the Greek. Do you have any Greek in you whatsoever?
no,
Okay.
Marty
All
the
right.
Marty the Irishman.
Marty the Irishman. There we go. What do we got?
Slow week because the holiday, I'm sure, is slowing things down a little bit. But first item we had was J.C. Newman announcing the shipment of a new TAA release Brick House called Brick House is on Fire.
Nice.
Got a 6x50 Toro. The foot is unfinished, which they say resembles a flame. So the house is on fire.
Nice.
And that's 1,000 boxes of 10 cigars shipping now to the TAA retailers. And it's $12 per cigar.
Still not a bad price. You got a shaggy foot.
Yeah. Brick House is always a solid cigar.
Yes. Yep. Excellent.
Next one, Principal Cigars. They have the Accomplice Holiday Bauble. And these are short little 4.5 by 60 Perfectos that are supposed to resemble a Christmas tree ornament.
Oh, okay.
Little
Buy that.
Mexican San Andreas wrapper,
Oh,
Dominican Corojo binder, and Dominican U.S. fillers made at the Kellner Boutique Factory.
nice.
$16 per cigar. So I can't tell if this is only 4 per or 8. I didn't catch that in the news.
Hmm.
Might only be 4 per. like a little holiday fresh pack box bundle.
Nice.
And this third item was kind of funny. So
I'm buying. That's what I'm buying you for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, the ST DuPont, they make all the high-end stuff. They make this a jackpot lighter. So this has got a real push button jackpot machine working mechanism inside of this lighter. And it's reasonably priced at $69,000.
I want to get somebody from ST DuPont on our show. It'll never happen, but I want to get somebody from ST DuPont on our show to go, do you guys actually make these, or are you just hoping that somebody's going to buy the one that you're showing and you can sell it? Because you can't. How much effort can you put into these? It's $69,000.
I think I read these are like made to order.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I'll take that. So.
It'd be kind of fun.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
I'd be worried about losing it.
Yeah. I would be nervous, boy, from the word go that, I would, I'd lose that. So, there's a couple other things that came up I wanted to mention. So I don't have a picture for it. I didn't get it to you in time, but Paul Stulek, cigar is releasing the Blue Lightning Sky. And this is a January release. So we're already starting to see next year, 2026's releases, what's coming in. So the Stulek cigar for Blue Lightning Sky is coming out in January. The Robusto, they got a Robusto, a Torpedo, a Toro, and a Lancero. And they're bundles of 120 bundles of 10 cigars. And these were sort of out already. They did a debut in July of this year, and then they did another release in September. So they didn't give a price point on these, and I couldn't really find. Oh, I'm sorry, they did give a price point. They're around $10 a stick. So that'll be interesting to see if this is a new cigar line or what they're going to do with this. So, and then the other thing is, our friends over at Houghton Young are doing something very different. They're doing their own cigar club. It's called the Cigar Operations Club. It's a mission-driven cigar experience for those who expect more. And there's 3 different tiers. They have tier 1, which is the Commander, and it's $155. And this is for a year. So you're kicking $155 for the year. A tier 2 membership is the Officer at $115, and the tier 3 is the Recruit at $60. And each one of these tiers, let me see if I can find it here. I was looking at this and doesn't have. Did I not have? Here we go. Sorry. Each one of these tiers. Let's see. The Commander, you get 12 premium cigars delivered, 4 cigars of each club exclusive limited release blend. But so you're getting, I guess for that you're getting 1 4-pack every quarter. You're also getting 4 additional premium Houghton Young cigars, a bi-monthly swag or accessory item. You're getting the privilege to be in the most exclusive club there is. And for the first 500 members, you're getting the inaugural coin and a limited Houghton Young gold bullion cigar. I don't even know what that is. So that's the Commander level. For the Officer level, you're getting 8 cigars, 2 cigars of each exclusive limited release, a curated mix of premium production cigars. You're getting the challenge coin and the gold bullion cigar. And for the Recruit, you're getting 4 premium cigars. So you're getting a minimum of 2 club-only limited release blends and 2 Houghton Young premium production cigars. And you're also getting the challenge coin and the gold bullion cigar. So very interesting. That's very interesting for a brand to start a club. Now, Tatuaje has the Saints and Sinners Club. But that's just a one-time thing. You're getting your cigars in October, November, and that's what you get for the year from them. Hooten Young boutique brand, you're getting them throughout the year. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out and what they do with that. So
Yeah.
um, so yeah. Well, you're probably right. So okay. So Catman did a release with the Stulac. Okay, good, excellent. Have to check that out. So that is our news for this episode. Should we do the Capone cut, or you want to do history first? What do you want to do?
Your choice, Mike.
Let's do Capone.
All right.
So I was still looking for a good wintertime cigar because those of us here in Chicago and in the Midwest have gotten slammed with snow. Thursday, it's supposed to be a record low. I think it's supposed to be like 8 degrees on Thursday. So yeah. So I went and found the Arturo Fuente Anejo. It's a legendary status instead of a mystery with a backstory for Capone. Is created after a hurricane wiped out the Fuente, Connecticut shade crop. So this was a cigar that sort of created out of necessity because they lost their shade crop. So they pivoted and wrapped the beast in aged Connecticut broadleaf soaked in cognac barrels. So this is going to already give you a little kick already. These are aged 5 to 10 years, depending upon the batch. And there's quite a few different batches. If you go in and start looking, you can find 48, 49, 50, 51, and 52, I think, is what's out there. You're going to get notes of dark chocolate, oak, leather, molasses, pepper, and, of course, that cognac sweetness. They're limited releases, but I don't think they're as hard to find as some people think. I was able to search them and found them quite easily. They're pricey. You're talking from $20 to $50 a cigar, but it's something that that might be a perfect Christmas cigar to sort of have as you cuddle up next to the fireplace. And
I thought the numbers indicated like the ring gauge.
Oh, it could be. It could be. So
Yeah, because there's a whole series of those.
Yeah.
An extra anejo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to pair this with? What are you going to? Of course, you're going to pair it with cognac. Come on. There's, so the XO cognac is what we're pairing it with. It's gonna fit in really well as you smoke that cigar. It's gonna complement that cigar. If you want to sort of keep it with the Chicago twist, you can do the Outfit Old Fashioned, which is a strong bourbon or rye, darkened Demerara syrup. Randy probably could pronounce it better than I can. Demerara, thank you. Chocolate and aromatic bitters, and you mix it all together, and you got yourself a nice little Chicago Outfit Old Fashioned. You're getting the warm richness, complements the broadleaf sweetness, and like I said, it's going to pair perfectly with that. So you sort of got the little Crime Syndicate perfectly paired in there. What are we rating it? We're rating this the Deep Dish Deluxe. Good hearty cigar, nice and filling, rich, complex, and top shelf. The Arturo Fuente is the cigar equivalent of a sharply dressed mob boss, aged, refined, and always in control. Bold cognac soaked broadleaf added with a velvet punch, a deep dish deluxe kingpin smoke. So I'm interested. The more I did some work on this, I'm like, what? Might see if I can pick one of those up.
I've had those; they're good. Yeah.
Nice. Did you get a lot of cognac out of it, or is this sort of
I don't know that I don't have a lot of cognac, so
okay.
But they were tasty.
Yeah. I don't doubt that one bit. If you're aging at 5 to 10 years, you're right in the money. So Speaking of which, I think I told you this, but we had our show a couple weeks ago with DJ Eli, and for the people that are still watching us, don't judge me on this. We were talking about the Windy City acid subculture cigar that was made specifically for Chicago, and they stopped making them. Done. No more. So I was telling DJ Eli, I said, man, that was my jam. That was my jam 2016, 2017. That was I would go into a cigar shop, they'd have a box of those, and I'd pick up 2 or 3 at a time. And then they ran out, and that's it. We can't get them anymore. So again, after talking to DJ Eli, I'm like, I'm going to see if I can find him. He said, if you can't find him, let him know. He might have a couple hidden in his humidor somewhere. So I let my fingers do the walking, did a little Google search, and was able to find a 5-pack. So those showed up at the door today. So I'm excited to let those rest, get them back to temperature, and see if they're aged 2017.
Wow.
Yeah. So 8 years. So I'm like,
It'll
what?
be interesting to see what that does with the infused cigar.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm excited about that. So we'll see. I'll report back on that. Maybe I'll do a review. Maybe we'll do a live cigar review of an old cigar, and see what we can come up with for that. So should we do a little history?
Yeah. I didn't research any history.
Oh, I did. It's some good history today.
The time has come for us to take back our city.
We might need to find some Bears tape to put in there. We don't have any. We have a little baseball in there, but we don't have anything for the Bears. Bears and the Blackhawks.
That's all AI made up.
I know.
I could just make up some AI bears.
There we go. Sweetness jumping over a few guys.
Red Grange or something.
Yeah. So, so December 2nd, 1942. It probably is not going to mean much, but when I started reading this, I'm like, holy cow. December 2nd, 1942, the Manhattan Project. You ever see that movie?
Probably. I don't remember.
This is when the scientists of the University of Chicago, part of the wartime Manhattan Project, achieved the world's first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. So this was the world's introduction into
under the stadium, under Chicago, under the stadium they used to have the University of Chicago.
Yeah. Stag Field. Yeah. So this was the introduction to the world for nuclear energy and, of course, nuclear weapons. So this day, 1942, Chicago once again led to the decline of the world. Oh man.
What is pile 1? Is that from the movie?
Yeah. It's Chicago. Well, it's the structure nicknamed the Chicago Pile. Which is located underneath Stag Stadium. Yeah. Or Stag Field. So December 2nd, 1934. The Bears defeated Detroit Lions 10-7 at Wrigley Field. That's when we were playing back in Wrigley Field. The game featured a touchdown by Bronco Nagurski and a 30-yard field goal. That was news capturing back then by Jack Manders. The Lions scored late with a rushing touchdown, but it was not enough. So that was the Bears. It's one of the oldest NFL era games tied to December 2nd in Chicago football history. So there you go. So,
they've been starting to have games again at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, Northwestern played Michigan there.
I went to the Northwestern Illinois game there last year. It was fun.
Yeah.
Super cold.
Oh yeah. So, and okay. This is a game I actually remember. I'm sure you do too, Marty. December 2nd, 1985.
Which was this the comeback game against Minnesota.
No. It's the
Is this
only
a
loss
game
we
they
had. That it was
lost
the only
against
loss we had. Yeah,
Miami?
Miami Dolphins. Yeah,
Mm.
38-24.
And
Only
then
loss that season.
they flew back and did the Super Bowl shuffle video.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
I don't know if it's on Netflix or one of the streaming services. There's a documentary about the Super Bowl shuffle.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I'll have to look for that. And then December 2nd, 1971. On this day, a big transaction went down that impacted Chicago's Major League Baseball landscape, where the Chicago White Sox acquired slugger Dick Allen. Oh, Dickie Allen. What a great player. That's weird. To have a baseball trade on December 2nd. So, yeah. So,
The old times. They didn't have the hot stove trade time or whatever.
yeah.
Didn't Michigan State just get a new coach? That's your team, right? They just got Pat Fitzgerald as
Yes, there was talk about that. Yeah, there was talk. Did he sign?
signed? Yeah.
Okay. I know last night there
Yeah.
was talk, and my brother-in-law, his wife went to Northwestern, so they're huge Northwestern fans, and so he, the fun size one went to Michigan State. So he had mentioned that they were talking to Pat Fitzgerald. So I love Michigan State, but that school is so screwed up right now with everything that's going on that it's just gotta. I don't know.
I think he'll do a good job there.
Yeah, I agree. I think you just need some recruiting. You need to get some people to buy into what the future holds, which is tough. You got to bring freshmen in that go, okay, we've got a future. And then you've got to get people to hit the transfer portal that come up and, hey, Wilson, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
You got to have some players that are willing to hit the portal transfer and say, okay, I want to play for Michigan State. I mean, they had seasons wiped out now because of what's his name? Oh, I can't even. The old coach, because of his recruiting techniques and stuff like that. So yeah, not good. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the year goes. They did win this past Saturday, so that was always a good thing. So, but obviously not good enough to keep your coach around. So,
how about that Lane Kiffin thing? That was crazy.
Yeah, he just continues to leave schools in a mess, in an absolute mess.
Well, I mean, he's taken him to the playoffs, but he's not. He got him there anyway.
But why do you leave? I don't understand. I mean, it's
money. Like he got like $5 million more a year. So
yeah, but your reputation is not. I think I'm shocked that a school would sign him. Going, okay, here's what you've done. The last couple teams you've coached, you sort of left.
They just want one national championship. That's all they care.
Yeah. You think Ohio State's going to do it this year?
Ohio State? I don't know. Indiana's tough.
Yeah, I hope not. Sorry if anybody's an Ohio State fan. I don't mean to offend you. I have family that lives in Columbus, and some of them are Ohio State fans, some of them are not. And it's not that I'm not, but I don't know. I'm not a Michigan fan either, and I was rooting for Michigan this weekend, so that tells you a lot. So, show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah. So, it'll be interesting. This will be a good sports week. So, Val, you can show up next Tuesday if the Bears win. It's going to be off the hook. Abe will be here. Marty will be here. Teddy will be here. I'll be here. Well, it'll be off the hook. We'll be beating Green Bay. Oh, it could be 45 minutes of Bears talk next Tuesday.
If the Bears win, Mike, will you take your shirt off on the air?
No. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see the fat roll.
3 hot dogs?
No. I'm sorry. Chicago, you're starving. If you're waiting for this guy to take his shirt off. I watch these kids. And listen, I went to college. I don't think I ever sat in a football stadium with my shirt off for my team.
That's the new thing now.
Yes,
It's the
it is.
young kids to take their
Yeah.
shirt offs in the stadium, even when it's cold.
See, go Sparty. Go Sparty. Yeah. It's yeah. I don't understand it. I see these guys at the Bears game and it's snowing out and 10 degrees and they got their shirts off and I'm like, you guys are crazy. And then you see the guy with the big bear suit on. And I'm like, that's who I want to be. I want to be that guy. 20-degree weather. You go, I can't feel a thing. All I know is I'm nice and toasty warm in this bear outfit.
At the Illinois game this weekend, they were like, they only opened up half the stands because it was during the big snowstorm.
Oh, really?
And there were kids in the stands with their shirts off throwing snowballs. They had to put a sign on the stadium that said, "Don't throw snowballs or you might get a penalty."
Well, it's funny. Back to the Northwestern thing. So my brother-in-law and sister-in-law were season ticket holders for Northwestern. They had the option to be season ticket holders this year in the temporary stadium, and they passed it up. And we were talking about this at Thanksgiving, going, the new stadium is opening up next year. Well, it's a huge stadium. Northwestern is your smallest Big Ten school there is. So what are you going to do for ticket prices? Because you really can't charge Big Ten prices because you're not going to get it. At the same point, you had a brand new stadium that you want to fill. So therefore, you're going to sort of have to, they're in a heck of a predicament. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Maybe get a lot more student tickets.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want those people in there. They're not spending the money that you want spent on beer and hot dogs and hamburgers and everything else you got there. So, one thing to get them in the stadium, but the key is get them to buy everything else out. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But it's what time? 9:07. I think it's to stop
We're
the
over
show.
an hour and a half.
Yeah. So, like I said, next week we have Abe DeBabna, from Smoke Inn, and he's going to be talking about probably just about everything you can possibly talk about. We'll talk about Soccer Christmas. We will talk about his life as a podcaster, because we're always looking to glean information from the experts. They're over 500 shows. I mean, how about that? Cigar is huge, but they're over 500 shows. So we'll be asking him about his days into that, and then we'll talk to him obviously about his time here in Chicago. We'll do a giveaway. We're going to do a quiz. So I highly recommend, if you're a fan of the KMA show, if you're a fan of Smoke Inn, you're definitely going to want to be a part of this show. Join us. We'll be advertising the heck out of it. So share it on your timeline. Get people to join in. It'll be a great show to have. So until next time, Marty, close us out, please.
All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next week, put some smoke in the air.
Good night.